Hey guys, it's Lily. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. He's back! So anyway, we're back and...
Smell really good.
Just saying, I put body mist on.
Body mist.
So yes, we are back today. We are going to be doing a part 2 of a video that I already did, which was what to look for in a godly man. But we're gonna flip it around and it's gonna be what to look for in a godly woman.
Oh.
So yeah, Jack is going to tell us what he looks for in me. I mean, what he looks for in a godly woman.
Yeah, 10 things about a godly Lily.
Do you want to say anything before you get started?
Yeah, I mean... No.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I really didn't look for all this stuff until I told myself I wasn't going to date until I found somebody that does these things.
Do I do all these things?
Yes.
Okay.
At first it was kind of rough, but we'll talk about it. So anyway, this is 10 things about a godly woman. Number 1, they are pursuing a relationship with Christ. Obviously they have it, or else they wouldn't be a godly woman. They have to chase and pursue Jesus every day of their life. That's what makes them, in my opinion, like that's for me, like that's what I look for. And that's what she does every day. She's choosing to pursue God every day. She reads her Bible. We do devotions together. Like she's constantly encouraging me and stuff like that. And she's pursuing a relationship with God every day. Obviously someone can have one, but it's the choice of whether they want to choose to have one every day. Number 2, they are able to be trusted. There was one moment where I said, don't say this to anybody. She said it in front of everybody. She said, don't share this at all. And I misread a situation and I shared it with everybody. And she got mad at me. So from that, we both realized, like, okay, we just gotta, if we say something, like it can never be brought up and stuff like that. And we have to make sure we keep our trust together. Because if you don't have trust, it's gonna make things really hard. So, and I mean, obviously we trusted each other before those things and stuff like that, but it's just making sure that you understand what that means. Number 3, they are honest. So here's the thing. I'm honest and she's very honest, which is a good thing. But we both I personally hate conflict, but I'm willing to just deal with it like right then because I just hate talking about stupid stuff that either I've done or she's done. They need to be able to say the hard things at times, and you need to be able to say the hard things at times too. And being honest is something that's going to take you a long way, because if you keep sugarcoating things and don't actually just deal with the matter when it's supposed to be dealt with, then that is going to cause a lot of problems. Because later on, if you guys have a disagreement and you go, well, you do this too, when that was like 3 or 4 arguments ago, and you're like, wait, why didn't you talk about that when that actually happened? And it causes more problems, and then it's just like an explosion, and then it won't. Number 4, they make you a better person. So for me, there was some things that I knew that I wanted in my future and a girl to have, and this was one of them, was to make me a better person. And I wrote this down in a note, and I had kept that with me for over 2 years. And like the thing that sticks out to me that she does for me is she always makes me a better person every day. And she's always trying to make sure that I'm staying accountable to things that I do, and how is your relationship with Jesus, and she asks me challenging questions, and she just wants to make sure that every day I'm striving to be a better person.
Even though you don't like it sometimes.
No. Sometimes it's like there's things that you actually need to deal with like right then, and that you keep pushing off, and she reminds me of those things. And yes, she does that, and that is something that I think will continually help, and I need to make her a better person too, and I think that I do that for her too in different areas and stuff like that. So 5, since I am a dude, clearly they need to respect you.
Oh, what is the saying? Guys want respect, girls
want respect, girls want love. So for me, I mean, I am not a dominant force by any nature. I am 5'7", I'm like 180 pounds, and I'm not a big dude. I have a heart of a lion. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. At the end of the day, in your relationship, if it progresses to a place where you guys end up getting married, like you are the man of the household, you are the one that's providing for the family, you're protecting the family, you are doing the extra stuff of the family, and you need to be respected by the person that you are dating and stuff like that. And someone that needs to respect you and respect who you are. That does not mean that you do something and you go, okay, make me a sandwich. I did all this, so respect me and make me a sandwich. So do not expect that or ask for that, because that will cause a lot of problems. But the one thing that needs to happen is that they just need to honor what you have done for them and needed to respect or what you've done for them and stuff like that. But in return, you need to give them love and show them love and like doing that stuff for them in certain areas, because no girl wants to go out and mow the grass.
That's a man's job.
Yeah. There's things
the trash is a man's job.
Yes, the trash and stuff like that. So if you don't feel like you're being respected by the person that you are dating, you need to bring that up, because it's very important.
Do I respect you?
Yes, you respect me. So I appreciate that. And that's something that you do. So. Number 6, you are able to set boundaries. You guys know that we've set boundaries and we've had a video about it and stuff like that. Yeah, you need to have sexual boundaries and stuff like that, but you also need to like set a boundary of like, okay, what time should you be leaving the house at night and stuff like that. Like, just talk about different things that are gonna make you guys better and progress your guys' relationship. And I think like for myself, having boundaries has helped me become a better man to her and just in general, because I'm not trying to look for different ways to maneuver the boundary and stuff like that. I know that
That's
what's
good.
been said, and I know where our heart's at with it, and I need to respect the fact that we have put that in place, and you need to respect who you're dating, because if she doesn't respect you and you don't respect her when the boundaries that you set,
then there's gonna be problems.
I feel like we always say that. If you don't do this, there's problems.
There's more than likely gonna be problems.
Oh
Maybe not all the time,
But no, that's for real. You need to make sure that they're able and willing to set boundaries in your relationship.
it's true. Even in a girl.
What do you mean?
Like I always feel like girls just think that guys don't want boundaries. Girls are usually one, at least in my experience, girls are the ones that want boundaries, not guys.
Okay, there's 2 things wrong with that statement.
What, girls?
In my experience, all of your experiences have been with a guy. So, and then in all my girls have wanted the boundaries. So, have you dated girls in the past?
Oh, stop!
I'm
just talking with girls.
Oh, okay. And like, the guy that you chose, did you think they were ever wanting to set boundaries?
No.
So obviously boundaries will not be set.
What?
Alright, number 7. They chase after being the best that they can. Obviously, that can be taken a lot of different ways. And I'm just meaning as a whole, like in everyday life. Like, I want her to chase after, like, being in tune with God every day. And, like, they want to be pushing after a relationship with God. And I want them to chase after being kind to somebody, being thoughtful, caring, different types of things and stuff like that. And they just want to be the best person that they can be. And that's like something that motivates me, is like seeing somebody do that makes me want to do that and stuff like that. And like seeing that in your guys' relationship, I'm sure will help motivate you to be the best that you can be. Kind of create that that feeling in like your relationship and stuff like that. Number 8. This is touchy, but I'm willing to say it because I think it's important.
Oh,
They're
good.
willing.
Juicy.
They're willing to do stuff for you. So, time out. Let me explain. Yeah, I said time out. Pray.
Time out.
That does not mean that you should be expecting food. You should not be expecting this. You should not be expecting that.
Why is it always food?
Because that's like the easiest thing to do. It's like, I expect for you to make me a sandwich after I did it. Like, you shouldn't do that. But this goes for guys too. You need to be willing to do stuff for them. So if I'm the only one in the relationship doing anything for the other person, that's not healthy. Because then it looks like the love that is being displayed in the relationship is one-sided. So what I mean by this is that I know for myself, I'm always wanting to do stuff for her, and she actually has to stop me sometimes because she's like, no, don't spend your money. And I'm like, all right, come on now. And it doesn't even have to be like spending money. It's just like being thoughtful. Okay. She needed help carrying her stuff down, so I was willing to carry her light down for her.
Nice.
You know, different things like that. Like they're willing to like help you out with something that you need to do or that you want or something like that. But it has to be both sides. It can't
like
just
serving.
be serving each other. I guess that's a better way of saying it. She's willing to serve you, and you need to serve her as well. Okay. Number 9, loves their family.
Aww.
So I mean, for myself, family's big in my life. My cousins and like my extended family have always been involved in my life, and like that's something that I've always taken to heart. Like that's just something that really means a lot to me, and being able to have that. And I know that in return, the person that I'm dating and stuff like that, I want them to love their family as well. And like family's important regardless of religion, race, blah 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 blah. Like you still need to love who is a part of your life and stuff like that. And I think that's something that's important, and I think it's even displayed in scripture. Honor your father and mother. That's scripture. It's Exodus 25.
I don't know.
It's wherever the 10 Commandments are. It's like Exodus 20 or something like that. I mean, love your neighbor as yourself, and like your neighbor can be displayed as your family as well. Like you need to be able to love those that are around you, and loving your family I think is very important. Drum roll!
Oh, he said I'm saving the best for last, so here we go.
Alright.
She just have brown hair?
No. Alright, number 10. They can resolve conflict.
Great.
Okay, so let me explain. So for us, this was the big exclamation point of our. I don't even know how to make that. Exclamation point. Exclamation point of our relationship. I'm gonna tell 2 stories. Yeah, this one's big. This one's big. For us, straight up, she knows this. I do not like ASMR. Something that I don't like. And
what? Where is this going?
It's just not what I enjoy. And for her, she makes ASMR videos on her channel. And we were at college one day, and I said, I refuse to not watch this video. She got up out of her seat.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
And just left me. And like there was this big issue. And I was just like, okay, I'm learning how to date a YouTuber, and she's learning how to resolve conflict. So here we go. So I was like,
I forgot about
Lily,
this.
we need to talk about this. And she was like, no. And I'm like, Lily, like we gotta talk about this. I hate like conflict, blah blah. She's like, I'm not talking about this. And I was like, I tried so hard, guys, to just like get her to understand like where I was coming from, and I was apologizing and stuff like that. She didn't want to talk about it. She wanted to talk to me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So I like left, and I went to a different room, and like I was just doing my homework and stuff like that. Later, she came up to me, she gave me a hug, and she said she was sorry, and I apologized too for what I had said, and we moved on from the situation, and it was good. Like we were fine after that. It was never brought up ever again. Another time, so when I brought up earlier, there was something that she said, don't share this with everybody, and I did. So I accidentally shared this with somebody. She got heated at me, and I was like,
it's embarrassing.
I was like, I hate that feeling. I hate it. I don't even know how it's horrible. Anyway, I could tell she was mad, and I was like, Louie, I want to talk about this with you. And she was like, I want to talk about it. And I was like, She like came with me, and we tried to talk about it, and she was just too mad to talk about it.
That's why I need to cool down before I talk about it.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting to. So yeah, she's like, I can't talk about this right now. I have to leave. I'm like, fine. I went and took a nap, and I was like,
where was this?
We were in Detroit on our mission trip, at Revival Tabernacle.
Oh yeah.
And she like woke me up from my nap, and like we ended up sitting down talking about it, and she shared with me. She was honest. She shared with me like what hurt her, and I was like, I understand what I did. I misread a situation. I didn't display trust right there. Blah blah blah. I know like what happened. So what I mean by that, resolving conflict for her, sometimes she's. I apparently made her that mad where she needed to just calm down and talk about it later. That's fine. But you need to make sure that the situation that happened is dealt with. Because if it's not dealt with, like I just feel like for me that'd just be weird. Like I'm sitting at the dinner table and I threw a cupcake at her face and she was mad about it.
What?
We were just at the dinner table eating pizza and I'm just eating my pizza.
I don't like pizza.
Okay, I do. And
why are you eating with a fork?
How do I eat pizza? Oh. I like grab it by the crust and like my thumb maintains it. And you guys are just sitting there. You ever seen like those movies where like people are just eating at the dinner table and they're just like dead silent and they're just like Okay, like for me that'd be awful because I'd be like, when are we gonna talk about this? You
Yeah,
know,
that'd
and
be
stuff like that. And
horrible.
like that's just oh, I don't know. That's infuriating me to like not be able to talk about this. You need to make sure that you resolve whatever situation is being dealt with. But also learning how people resolve conflict is big too. I'm like, let's do this. She's like, no, time out. I need to process and then we can talk about it. That's all fine, but if she doesn't want to talk about it, you can't get mad at her because the only way it's going to be resolved is by letting her take the time that she needs and just let her process. And that's fine. But if they're not willing to resolve conflict, that's a big question mark in my
big red flag.
Okay, red flag, as she said. And I think that's something that needs to be dealt with. So, those are my 10 reasons what to find in a godly woman.
10 reasons of what
I was
to
mostly just talking about you, but you are a godly woman.
Yeah.
But those are 10 things that I look for
10
in a
things
relationship.
to find in a lily.
And a godly lily.
Great job. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
That was really good reasons. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow us on our Instagrams. My Instagram is, of course, Lily_Bear with 3 R's and
Jackson Allen 20.
Oh my gosh! I hit 12,000 subscribers and I haven't talked about it. So yes, thank you guys so much. This has been a goal of mine for a really long time. Actually, like this whole year. I've been trying to reach 12,000 subscribers and I just reached it. Well, the last video I posted, I already had it, but this is the newest video that I'm posting that I actually am talking about it. So anyway, yeah, that's super exciting. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, make sure to comment any video suggestions that you want us to do down below. I think that's it. All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.